And hello everyone. Well, welcome back to now part 12 of my ARR Let's Play. First things first, I want to, for the sake of completeness, complete the Black Mage job quest, and then after that is done, we will get right into the final push to finish the base ARR gameplay. So, always bet on black. Kazakh awaits you with news. And we will get the wizard's coat, the sorcerer's attire coffin, and get flare spell. That should prove very useful indeed later on. You have gathered the first 4 artifacts, Myrokos. That is no small feat. Yet I fear little time remains if the tablet of Dazaz's great ancestor is to be believed. There is yet one more, attempting to seal the void gate before you have found them all would be the height of folly. Our search for the solace of the gods continues. I have gone through all the records of my great-grandfather, yet have discovered little. The only seemingly relevant passage I found was his last. He put it to paper some 100 years ago, just before bidding farewell to his home. Quote, "The true power of destruction will be awoken in the most sacred of places." Hi dear. Hi Autumn. I need to read the screen. The power of destruction is black magic, of course, but as to what is meant by this awakening, I fear I am at a loss. You believe that Dazaz and Malak's ancestors might know more? To be sure, they were witness to the same events, and it is true that they too left their homes 100 years ago and were damned for traitors. It could be mere coincidence, but no, I do not think that likely. I fear this foreshadows our doom. Should you find aught else, I beseech you to tell me at once. I will also continue the search for answers. The tablet seems to suggest that the way to the solace of the gods and the final relic will be made known in time. Yet we can scarce afford to wait idly by. Both Daza Malak and Daza understand this urgency and have already returned to their respective homelands to delve into the matter. And now to your next task. You must return to he who first bound our fates together, the prophet Kukuruga. Perhaps his words can guide us once more. So I have to go back to Ulda. Well, that was a hell of a bitrate plummet. Things have stabilized for now, but yeah, that is a hell of a plummet there. Sorry, just looking at the bitrate with regards to the stream. Ooh. I wonder how that happened. Okay, so now to go to the Weaver's Guild. in case you're wondering why I have a slightly different set of gear, and also the fact that I am now level 50, I have off stream, gotten the last leveling push just by running the leveling roulette, and then because I am paying for the subscription, of course, I had 10 silver chocobo feathers that I got as part of that, so I thought I'd redeem it for the pants and chest, just to give myself something with slightly better stats. And the job gear is perfectly fine and I like it, but something with slightly better stats just always is a little bit better. Plus I have a feeling I'm going to need it. Okay, please, you must come with, you must help me. Kukuruka has disappeared. Of course he has. That man is no messenger of Naldthal. He is a miscreant and a charlatan, one guilty of the most heinous of crimes. None had seen him for days. I became worried and entered his chambers to see that he was well, though he prohibited me from doing so. Within, I found only evidence of his deception. The records he had hidden were damning. I now know why he was condemned as the greatest criminal of his day. 100 years past, he conspired with Magi from the Beast Tribes to summon a creature known as Barbados. A monstrosity that was meant to destroy all of Eorzea. Their plot was discovered by the order of Naldthal, and the Void Gate was sealed before Barbados could emerge. Kukuruka was cast into the Marasaha pit for his crimes, where he was to rot until his last breath. The order was loath to let words of this spread, fearing others might someday seek to succeed where Kukuruka failed, and so they left no record of the plot save a few inscrutable documents, parchments intelligible only to those to whom the secret was known. These were the last words I found among the scribblings. 4 is the answer. 4 spells of black. 4 artifacts of Eld. The blood of 4 races. By 4 alone shall the true power of destruction be woken from the Void Gate. Myrokos, black magic is not the key to sealing the Void Gate, it is the key to opening it. Kukuruka used us to revive this dark art, and now means to finish what he began a century ago. Uh-oh. What fools were we to believe his lies. Please, Myrokos, you must stop him before it is too late. Hurry to Nald's reflection in southern Thanalan. I found out where to go. So I need to follow Kukuruka to Nald's reflection. How long? So we just gotta go Down here, thank goodness there is not a fate. Down here. Uh-oh. Oh my. That looks like an arm on. Whoa. Okay. Let's do this. Oh boy, that's a big one. What have you been up to? Okay, so we're going to have to kill this thing. Karuka, what the hell is going on? You deceived us all, you have. Squawk? Pay you will. You're one of Hetali Malak's Gat, are you? Mother of mother of mother. Her name you know? And you, Amalja. Yes, you are of the line of Kazib-Cha. I can see it. And Kobold. Through your veins courses the blood of Dagu. Does it not? And last but not least, the Black Mage Myrokos. Splendidly done. Few could have vanquished Barbados as you have. No doubt you are eager to hear what truly transpired 100 years ago. Being a kindly soul, I shall tell you. I was an ambitious mage in my youth, insatiable in my thirst for knowledge of the arcane. In the course of my studies, I discovered ancient writings which told of a black magic, a magic capable of destroying as only the gods can. It was innocent at first, until it wasn't. But then questions began to arise in my mind that demanded answers. Where had all the black mages of old gone? Why had the existence of the art been hidden? And so I probed, endlessly, tirelessly. The more I uncovered, the more it drew me in. There was such power to be had. Please don't tell me you've just been power mad. I was not merely ambitious, I was also vainglorious. I desired recognition, deference. By accomplishing that which no other could, I sought to make my legacy an eternal one. Yet the pursuit of black magic was trying. I would pass days, weeks, months at a time unsure how to proceed, and what little progress did come came but slowly. It was then that I met your ancestors. The gem of Shatoto, the power to sense magic, the relics. All of these things I owe to them. With their vast knowledge, the slow crawl of my studies turned to leaps and bounds. I dare say your ancestors sought the same recognition as I. Kazib-Cha, ridiculed by the Amalja for his ingenious analyses of worldly phenomena. Hetali Malak, named a pariah for not sharing in the small-minded prejudices of the exile. Dagu, a victim of his kind's idiocy, bound never to leave the land of the kobolds. We toiled together, learning what we could, and learn we did. Much and more, imagining we had gleaned all that was to be known, we prepared to hold a dark rite, one we believed would restore black magic to its fullest expression. I do not know what came over me. Blinded by my own lust for power, I altered one of the incantations. It was arrogant, foolish. Of course, that would be the thing that did it. Our command over the ancient powers we had summoned was lost. I watched as the chaotic ether washed over my friends, ripping them apart only to fuse them together into an abomination. So all three of them were put into that thing? No, you couldn't mean that thing we just saw. Yeah, it was. Yes, when I saw what my hubris had created, I mustered all of my strength to see Barbados sealed behind the Void Gate. Sealed, yet not defeated. Yet I felt myself corrupted by the ether and was unsure whether I could hold my powers in check. Fearful, I returned to Ul'dah, where I manipulated the minds of a few thaumaturges of the Order into believing I had committed some terrible crime. Only with me confined to the depths of the Marasaha pit could the realm be safe. And there I remained, waiting for the coming of one with the power to purify the ether of those three friends with whom I once shared a dream. I do not expect your forgiveness, but I am truly sorry. No words Dulcel has. Squawk, only squawk. I am not long for this world. Here, take the relic while I still have strength enough to offer it. The fifth artifact. Yes, the fifth. Welcome to the solace of the gods. Perhaps you know it better as the Nald's reflection, as most do. Truly remarkable, Myrokos. You have succeeded where many great mages have failed, mastered what we sought to master. I can now rest, knowing that this power is safe with you. It is for you to set the hatreds of the past aright. My time to join Thal has come. May he greet me as a friend. Well, that was a big buzzkill. To think Kokoruka carried that anguish 100 long years. His crime was born of the hubris of youth, yet his atonement came from the wisdom of old age. His soul has found peace, and it is not our place to linger and disturb it. Come, let us return to Burgundy Falls. Then it is over, finished, ended, over. We did all we could, and the souls of Kokoruka and the others have been saved. The legends carried by my forebears have had their final chapter written this day. I confess there is a sadness in that. I am proud to call you friend, Myrokos, brethren, brother, friend, now and always, no matter how divergent our paths from here. Yes, you are a true mage of the black now. Pray grace we kobolds in Lenosha with your presence someday. A century-old plan this was. Fulfilled his purpose, Kokoruka did. Mother of mother of mother, forgiven Kokoruka she has. Squawk? Think so, Dulcel does. Finished this story is. Had much fun, Dulcel did. Like mother of mother of mother. Grand fun she had too, Dulcel hopes. Farewell, Myrokos. We meet again someday. Docile hopes. Squawk? Okay, and now to go to Camp Drybone. Yeah, that was kind of a bittersweet ending to that particular quest line. But the question about where did black magic come from? And how did Kokorika find only like one tome or something like that? And like how was that preserved? If seemingly all traces of the art were destroyed, dismantled, whatever, and you know all the practice of it was forbidden. Like, how did they survive? That's an interesting question. Things have come to an end, it would seem, both the threads which bound us all and this tragic tapestry they wove. Most mysterious things, these lives we lead. Do you recall when the words of so many legends and prophecies first brought you to me? It was here, at these same Burgundy Falls. We have spoken much since then, yet I never imagined this day would come. I stand before you now with no regrets. I am grateful to the gods for letting our paths cross. Daza Malak, Daza, and you, Myrokos Tia. I count you all as my brethren in black. Together we have seen the souls of our ancestors given peace, and I, too, now feel a happiness I have never known. You have become a true black mage, my friend, and more than that, a true friend, black mage. Let the dark art we share be a symbol of our bond, and that undying in shadow or light, by day or night. How nice. This concludes the Black Mage quest for Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn. In order to undertake the next series of quests, you must first meet the following requirements. You must have completed the main scenario quest before the dawn. Once you have done so, the next Black Mage quest will be available from Lalai. Okay, and with that I should... Huh. Okay. Let's see, because, like, in terms of spells, Blizzard is level 1, but level 12, you get that. Okay, Okay, I'll have that there for now, just so it's relatively close by. Though I'm also not... Let's do that. Because I mean, in terms of optimal placement, though, perhaps, no, I don't want to do that, I want... That could work for now. Just for the moment, I can always reposition things later. Okay, so now, with that done, it's time to, go, let's see, I have, here's 63 tickets, 24 Vesper Bay Etherite tickets. I'm gonna use one, just to help save myself some trouble. And with that, we can finally, at over 32 minutes, finally start making the final push towards completing a Realm Reborn base MSQ. I say base because there are always patches after the base game is done. Whoops, wrong place. Okay, so here's an affiliate. As briefed, you are to lead a squadron of elite venturers on infiltration missions. You will receive detailed orders at each staging point. The future of Eorzea hinges upon the success of Operation Archon, and casualties are inevitable. May the crystal watch over us all. Well, thank you for that encouragement, Unaphilia. So... Cerulean processing plants. Alright, much better. But first, let me just open that. Much better. It also frees up a little bit of inventory space. Not much, but every bit counts. Okay, Edelstein. Aiming, healing, and now I can actually get the the one for casting. Okay, rock the Castrum. Edelstein, yeah, Edelstein would send you forth to commence the penultimate phase of Operation Archon. You have rekindled the flames of courage that burn bright within our brave men and women's hearts, and for this I thank you. And now the time for battle is nigh. We must march forth with no worries or regrets. General Raubon awaits you at Castrum Meridianum. The battle will not be an easy one, but I trust that you are up to the task. Godspeed, Private Tia. And let's see, I've only got 1,691 company seals. I'll have to look into upgrading my Grand Company rank at a later point. If I've learned anything, it's that wherever possible, try your best to avoid all of the mobs. Okay. Our hero returns. I trust that your visit has done much to lift the spirits of our garrison on the eve of our greatest battle yet. Time is of the essence. Let us commence the briefing at once. Brothers and sisters of the Alliance, I would share with you glad tidings. Doubtless spurred by news of the siege of Castrum Oriens, the Maelstrom has struck a double blow. Castrum Occidens and Castrum Meridianum are now under blockade. Phase 2 of Operation Archon is a success. Reports tell us that the Garleans offered fierce resistance, but that the Admiral yielded them not one ill. With Occidens, Meridianum, and Oriens thus suppressed, the third phase may begin in earnest. Even as we speak, the Order of the Twin Adder moves to block the railway leading hither from Castrum Sentry, and that can mean but one thing. The hour has come to strike at the heart of the Garlean invasion force. Castrum Meridianum, the den of the Black Wolf. My fellow Eorzeans, I am Minfilia, mistress of the Scion of the Seventh Dawn. And waifu. There exist myriad barriers that divide us, those of race and nation, language and creed, to name but a few. Such barriers serve to isolate us from our neighbors, yet they also serve to define who we are. Shorn of them, there would be little to distinguish one from another, and the very rich variety of our lives would give way to sterile orthodoxy. These barriers can never truly be broken down, of course, not so long as there is liberty in the world, but they can be transcended. Verily, we do so now in coming together for this grand endeavor to fight side by side in defense of our shared home. Before me stands the adventurer Myrokos. You all know him as the man who led the unit tasked with destroying the ultimate. All know him as the man who will lead the unit tasked with destroying the ultimate weapon. Let's not get ahead of ourselves now. We Scions know a different Myrokos, of course. We know him as a dear friend who has endured untold hardship on our behalf, a true hero who has ever blazed a path for us to follow. And why do I tell you this? I tell you, friends, because it is time for us to blaze a path for him. Our objective is to wreak such havoc outside the walls of Meridianum as to afford Myrokos and his comrades the time they need to disable the Magitech field generator within. With the path thus cleared, we may finally turn our minds to the true goal of this operation, the destruction of the ultimate weapon. All troops, prepare for battle. I fear I can't accompany you this time. The unenviable task of facilitating communications between our forces has been entrusted to the Ironworks, you see. Know, though, that I will be praying for your safe return. See that you come back to us, friend. May the crystal bless you and keep you. We will suffer the Black Wolf to prowl our lands no more. Let us teach the hunter what it is to be hunted. Forward, comrades! For Eorzea! For Eorzea! Go now, Myrokos. Myrokos, and bring us one step closer to the dawn. Will do. Go now, Myrokos, and bring us one step closer to the dawn. See that you come back to us, my friend. May the crystal bless you and keep you safe. Alright, so with that, after just checking a couple extra things, let's queue up. And now, we wait. Hurry up and wait. Yeah. Well, while the the elapsed time counter is running, I'll go grab a bottle of water. Well, this certainly is taking a while. The average wait time just seems to keep going up and up. Well, while I wait, I might as well try and see if I can do something else, like, see about unlocking glamour or something. It's like I've got these I've got a couple glamour prisms. If I can change, my appearance, yeah, if I can unlock that, then maybe, it's just something while I wait. If I had to color your world, that may well be dice. If I had a glamour. Yes. Yeah, cast glamour plate, yes. Okay, if I had a glamour, Swergin wishes to impart to you her knowledge of glamours. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. This will never do. My sense of aesthetics simply won't allow it. You can go... how can you go out dressed like that? My dear, if only you'd spare a thought for style and coordination. I hope your garb holds up during a scuffle, because there's little else going for it. That's it. I've made up my mind. From this day forth, I'll take it upon myself to save you from any more fashion disasters. Let me see, so much that needs to be addressed, where to even begin. Be a dear and get me a drink. I'm feeling rather parched, and this is a matter best discussed over something cold. Like a good old pasty, and ask Falkland. I'll have some blood orange juice, I'll have some blood orange juice and tell her to make sure there's no pulp in it. Off you go. Oh, Swigum sent you, Swigum, sent you, did she? Oh, no. Okay, hang on, of course, do something like this, and the queue begins to form. If everyone decides to accept. Okay. Yep, there we go. I thought he said he wasn't allowed to come with us, but I guess even he was able to sneak through.'Tis a pity I can't get more of my abilities off. That was nice. I think it was you said. So much for my flare. Okay, if Barrel's standing there in the center, I think I might not want to be in the center. I mean, being a melee black mage is nice, but not the easiest thing to pull off. Yeah, and there's no way I'm able to read all that at speed with it auto-running. Hence why I've been quiet. Alright, and here we go. No. So, it's happening all over again. Please, I cannot bear it. Don't take him away from me. My Lord Gaius. Well, that's kind of sad. Another poor fool who craved Gaius's affection over all else. May her soul know rest. 'Tis a miracle no harm came to you, my friend, one for which I will happily give thanks. And the wonders do not end there. Truthfully now, did you really mean to send that assault craft crashing into the generator tower? If you did, you're a bloody liar. If you didn't, well, you're too modest. Whichever you are, you've managed to open the way to the Praetorium. The only problem is, we can't reach it on foot. Isn't the door right there, though? Nay, we'll need to take the Enterprise. I left her at the cerulean processing plant, so let's regroup there. This is it, Myrokos. The final confrontation awaits. But I mean, the door's right there. Why can't we go through it? So that's currency for gear. I knew you wouldn't let us down, soldier. With the Praetorium stripped of its defenses, the way to the ultimate weapon lies open. The time has come for the final phase of Operation Archon. I'll get casting. The ultimate weapon. Raban has some parting words for you ahead of the final phase of Operation Archon. And we get a bottle of Fantasia and an armor identification key. Do we get Maggie? Please tell me we get Maggie as a mount. For the final phase of the operation, my flames will storm Castrum Meridianum and suppress what is left of the Imperial garrison. If all goes well, this will allow us you to reach the Praetorium unopposed, fit, and ready for the encounter with the ultimate weapon. Yours is the most dangerous mission of all, but the best must bear the heaviest burden, and you're the best we have. There's not another soul in this realm that could see this deed done, and Merlib and Kane are of the same mind as me. Though all hangs on your success, you must not let your plight make you desperate. Victory belongs to the bold, not the reckless. Bards aren't wont to sing of heroes who valued their life at not next to honor, love, and liberty. But I tell you now, that which men value at naught, they sell cheap. Risk no more than you must, you hear me? Now, best you were off. We have work to do, the both of us. See that your preparations are in order, then report to Sid. He awaits you with the enterprise at the cerulean processing plant. May Ralgar grant you strength. I think what I will do for simplicity is just and this warrants using an hit rate ticket. The Enterprise is at your disposal. When you're ready, head for the Praetorium. You need only say the word. If we succeed in destroying the ultimate weapon, it will deal a crippling blow to the Empire's hopes of conquest. After that, the 14th Legion would not dare to move against us. Barring the discovery of further elegant doomsday devices, that is. Let's be on our way, Myrokos. Gaius and his plaything await. Oh my god, a 24-minute average wait time. And in I go. Just following the crowd. Nobody seems to be attacking this bunch, so just when in doubt, follow the crowd. Hopefully I can get the best chokehold without dying in the process. Hey, made it through. I don't know if I was first or not. Maggie! Oh. Oh, nice. Yes, hello. Autumn, you wanna watch me? You wanna watch me play? Oh, that's nice. if at any point you've liked what you've seen, please like, share, subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube. If you want to join me live on Twitch, please click the link in the description. Give me a follow if you want to be kept apprised of when I go live. So far, it seems to be fairly late in the evening. Was that voice lines? I could have sworn I heard some of the voice lines very faintly.
Somewhere nearby. Take the lid down, and you should find yourself in the chamber of the Ultima weapon. Keep your eyes peeled. Gaius could be waiting for you down there. Oh, and don't even think about dying. You're too bloody useful. The interference is getting worse. I don't think the connection will last much.
Tell me, for whom do you fight?
Well, it's nice that there's some voice acting.
How very glib. And do you believe in Eorzea? Eorzea's unity is forged of falsehoods. Its city-states are built on deceit. And its faith is an instrument of deception. It is not but a cobweb of lies. To believe in Eorzea is to believe in nothing. In Eorzea, the beast tribes often summon gods to fight in their stead, though your comrades only rarely respond in kind. Which is strange, is it not? Are the 12 otherwise engaged? I was given to understand they were your protectors. If you truly believe them your guardians, why do you not repeat the trick that served you so well in Cartano and call them down? They will answer, so long as you lavish them with crystals and gorge them on ether. Your gods are no different from those of the beasts. Icons, every one. Except for this, and you will see how Eorzea's faith is bleeding the land dry. Nor is this unknown to your masters, which prompts the question, why do they cling to these false deities? What drives even men of learning, even the great Louis Soir, to grovel at their feet? The answer? Your masters lack the strength to do otherwise. For the world of man to mean anything, man must own the world. To this end, he hath fought ever to raise himself through conflict, to grow rich through conquest. And when the dust of battle settles, it is ever the strong who dictate the fate of the weak. Knowing this, but a single path is open to the infinite ruler, that of false worship, a path which leads to innovation and death. Only a man of power can rightly steer the course of civilization, and in this land of creeping mendacity, that one truth will prove its salvation. Come, champion of Eorzea, face me. Your defeat shall serve as proof of my readiness to rule. It is only right that I should take your realm, for none among you has the power to stop me. Your strength is most impressive. Such power befits a ruler. Yet, you lack the resolve to put it to proper use. A waste.
Okay, if you happen to be watching at this point, let me know in the comments if you're watching this on YouTube if the visual quality seems to be not doing so good. I just noticed that the bitrate is abysmally low and has been going from fairly high and consistent to dropping periodically.
Allow me then, hero, to do that which you will not. Witness to the true power of the Ultima weapon. Is all-powerful. Why does my enemy still stand? Can his strength truly be so great?
It is the blessing of light that confounds you.
La Brea.
Your foe acts under the protection of the crystal he bears.
This is what empowers him.
Beyond mortal limits. If you are to prevail, the hammer of darkness must needs be brought to bear upon the shield of light. And so it shall, for the Ultima weapon is host to a power of which you are as yet ignorant.
Speak plainly, Ascian.
The heart of Sabik. It is the weapon's core, an enigma whose surface even the vaunted scholars of ancient Alleg failed to scratch. The magic within has lain dormant for eons.
Of what magic do you speak?
A spell without parallel. Ultima. I sought the life force of the primals for no other reason but to quicken the core. For the true power of the Ultima weapon lies within its now beating heart.
La Brea, what have you done?
No more than was necessary for my god to be reborn.
Damn you, Ascian.
The hour is at hand. Behold but a sliver of my god's power. And from the deepest pit of the seven hells to the very pinnacle of the heavens, the world shall tremble. Unleash Ultima!
Such devastation! This was not my intention!
Oh, Hydaelyn. It seems the task of keeping your champion alive has exhausted what strength you had left. Van Belsar, your enemy's shield is broken. The rest I leave to you.
We will speak later, Ascian. But first, I must deal with you. The question of who is mightier remains. Come, adventurer. Let us find the answer together.
Level 51. Okay.
No! No, no, no! Yeah! Heed me. The subjects of a weak ruler must needs look to a higher power for providence, and their dependence comes at a cost to the realm. The misguided elevate the frail, and the frail lead the people astray. Unless a man of power wrests control, the cycle will never be broken. You of all people must see the truth in this. You who have the strength to rule.
Pathetic. You boasted of unrivaled power. You were entrusted with the ultimate weapon. The ultimate magic. And still, you failed. So much for the glory of man. The growing imbalance afflicting the planet must be redressed. If it is permitted to worsen, the very laws of existence, both etheric and physical, will be warped beyond all recognition. Know you the root of this corruption? Hydaelyn. Like a parasite, she must be burned out if the planet is to recover. And naught but the return of the one true god will ensure her complete excision. Yet, to pave the way for the Master's return, a chaotic confluence of untold proportions must needs be brought about. And that will necessitate the presence of the primals. Needless to say, both you and your scion accomplices cannot be suffered to interfere in this endeavor. You will not leave this place alive. It is past time your flame was extinguished, bringer of light.
Here we go, boys and girls. Finally, the last death against La Habrea. Just wanted to get a GG out there to the rest of the group. While I'm stuck in the cinematic. Not that that's a bad thing, but since I get out of the cinematic and people are basically gone.
If thou wouldst pierce the shadows, make thee a blade of light.
Ah, so this is the moment that we were previewed in the very opening. Go to the game.
What?
Hello there. Yay, and everyone else is there.
The light, it binds them. They are too many.
By La Habra. Or if the meme that I know is true, La Habred. True to form, everybody else is gone. You received a player commendation. That's always good. But how am I going to get out of this mess? Maggie! So we didn't kill Gaius.
And so my conquest ends, Cid.
Just let it ride.
In smoke and ashes.
Hear, feel, think. Warrior of light, beloved son. The darkness hath fled before the unclosed brilliance of thy spirit. Yet it lingereth still beyond the sight of men, in forgotten corners of the world. In the depths of the abyss yet resideth the Dark One, watchful ever, till this evil be cast out. Never shall the world know aught but a passing peace. Yet for the present, a gentle light shineth o'er the realm of Eorzea. With thee at its heart. From sparkling moat shall it swell to glorious sun, and all the world shall bask in its warmth. Blessings and joy be upon thee. Go forth, my child, and be as a beacon of hope for Eorzea and the lands beyond through all the days of thy life.
My lady, all Twin Adder units have fallen back to the outer perimeter.
The Flames have completed their withdrawal, General.
Admiral, all hands accounted for.
He's still in there.
Sid, has there been no word?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Damnation! He's going to make it, I know he is.
Ida is right. We must have faith.
Sid, can they not be evacuated aboard the Enterprise? That adventurer and the Scions are as the Warriors of Light reborn. We cannot abandon them to their fate. Not again.
I wholeheartedly agree, but flying into the midst of that would only add to the fireworks.
There must be something we can do.
Please, Mother Hydaelyn. Please light his way through the darkness.
Look into the light, my child. If thou would see thy companions returned safe to thee, reach out to them now.
There!
Oh!
Of light.
Yes! The hero returns!
Look! Thancred is with him!
Thank the 12!
Thank Hydaelyn. Welcome home.
You almost got us killed that one time, remember?
Now, we both know that was your fault.
Thank the 12 we're safe.
Mind your horns there, man-bull.
Mayhap when you mind your manners.
Though the crystal that bound Thancred is no more, I doubt we can say the same of La Habrea. And even if we could, we know that he is not alone. Confounded Ascians. Their god may be unknown to us, but their zeal is unquestionable. Suffice it to say, it would be folly to assume that they no longer pose a threat. Nevertheless, for now, we must savor what peace we have won, however ephemeral. Do you see, Grandfather? Our first step towards realizing the dream for which you gave your life.
Friends, the dread night of Imperial tyranny and Ascian machination is ended. A new day now begins in Eorzea.
True to their name, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, along with our champion, have delivered us from darkness.
Let their shared victory serve to remind us of our shared history. And let their bravery in the face of adversity inspire future generations.
Doubt not, the realm will need bravery in the days to come. Old rifts threaten to divide us within our walls, while hordes of beastmen claw at our gates. And though the Black Wolf be slain, the rest of the pack remains. Yet no foe need we fear, so long as we stand as one.
So long as the Scions stand for peace.
So long as our champion stands fast. For there exists no adversity over which we may not jointly prevail.
No longer can we turn a blind eye to the suffering of our allies.
No nation stands alone. If one should fall, so shall we all. Eorzea is our shared home. For any one of us to know peace, so too must our neighbor.
Just as we join in solidarity before you this day, so too shall our grand companies be joined henceforth to strive not only for the good of mere nations, but for the good of all the realm.
Change will not come overnight. Yet I foresee a day, not so very far from now, when the lines that divide our lands fade, and all of Eorzea is one.
It has been but 5 short years since the Battle of Cartano. 5 years since the advent of the 7th Umbral Era. No victory, however sweet, can wash away our bitter sorrows. No triumph can reclaim those we lost. Yet do not presume you honor them by dwelling on the past. It was not the past they fought for. You would repay their sacrifice by looking to the future.
A future united, as the warriors of light united in the champion.
Now is the time for us to rise as one, bearing all of Eorzea on our shoulders.
5 years ago, Eorzea bore witness to the end of the 6th Astral Era. Now, the 7th Umbral Era draws to a close, yet we come together not to glory in its end, but to mark a new beginning.
Let it be writ that on this day, by the light of the crystal, Eorzea ushered in a new era. The 7th Astral Era is come, and thus is ours a realm reborn.
To all of my children, in whom life flows abundant, to all of my children, to whom death hath passed his judgment, the soul yearns for honor, and the flesh the hereafter. Look to those who walked before, to lead those who walk after. Shining is the land's light of justice. Ever flows the land's well of purpose. Walk free, walk free, walk free. Believe the lamb's alive, so believe. Now open your betray our thoughts. By a plague of devil and she-lords, judgment binds all we hold to a memory of scorn. Tell us why, given life, we are meant to die. Help us in our cry. Witness, suffer, borrow, reason, follow, suffer, wonder, listen, whisper, shoulder, Thy life is a riddle to bear rapture and sorrow, to listen, to suffer, to entrust unto tomorrow. In one fleeting moment from the land of life glow, yet in one fleeting moment for a new gift doth grow. In the same fleeting moment thou must live, die, and know.
Okay, with that, I think I'll skip over the rest of the credits. And these are the original 1.0 players. Huh. In the end... That is such a nice nod to the 1.0 people. Yeah. What the heck?
What is it?
What was that?
That roar. It can't be.
Did you hear that?
There's no time to spare.
Where is it coming from?
Dread tidings! Chaos and carnage! It is an abomination! A primal has awakened!
Does Bahamul move?
Bahamut stirs.
One Azaz moves da.
As will the others ere long.
Franza lokpai ki hads haldorn zur, ukdorn.
'Tis not a question of whether Eorzea's champion shall yield, but of when.
We next starve Chemuv. They only cause the horse ride ball.
And with each passing moment we draw closer to the reckoning. To the one true God. To Zodiac. And thus did dawn break on a realm reborn. But where there is light, there is always shadow. Huh. Oh, hey. Yeah, Brennan. Yep. Hey, you've come a long way since I first saw you running around the Wakened Sands. Ha! You sure gave those Imperials what for. I knew you were something special, Myrokos. I reckon a lot more folk will take up adventuring after hearing what you've done. Brave men and women all hoping to become the next Myrokos Tia. At least I get to brag about having met the original, eh? By the gods, to think that this ragtag band of idealists could lay the 14th low. 'Tis a tale straight from a storybook. I imagine my former associates would find it most appealing. After all, what young ruffian hasn't at one point fancied himself a hero in the making? I think I may bring more than a few recruits back with me from the 12's wood. We held a vigil at the church until word came of your success. I cannot express to you how relieved I am by your safe return, Myrokos. I think we could all do with a good rest, don't you? I know I could. I still haven't had time to think about everything that happened. About Nero and Gaius. Yeah. One day I hope to become a hero to the people like you, a hero like Aaba and Aoli were to me. Watching you live the life of a free adventurer has helped me realize that I can't keep putting off my dreams forever. I've been talking with Wedge about opening a workshop independent of Garland Ironworks, maybe in Vilbrand. I don't know. Working with the chief is great and all, but someday I want to build my own enterprise, you know. You're an inspiration to us all, Myrokos, an honest-to-God's hero that never gives up, never gives in. And neither will I. I'll win Tataru's heart. See if I don't. Ooh. Okay, forgive me, I just need to, And one more round of applause. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yep. Pistola. Welcome back, Warrior of Light. We, all of us, prayed for your safe return. The seventh astral era has dawned, setting in motion a myriad of new beginnings. I suspect our paths will diverge for a time. Have you said your farewells to the Scions? What do you think I'm doing? The land my master sheltered from oblivion hath been delivered into a new beginning by the hand of the Warrior of Light. Thus doth history mark the passing of an era. The dawn doth brighten the sky, and shineth o'er this nascent age of hope. And though the clouds gather to mute the sun's rising glory, I would walk far with thee under its gentle glow. Hee. We all decided to give you a special surprise welcome, just like the ones in heroic epics. Your story took many twists and turns, but you managed to get to the happy ending. Let's hope for more happy endings to come. So a new era has begun. On such a momentous occasion, I find it good for the soul to tie up loose ends. What would I suggest you do? Why, the same thing you always do after accomplishing a task. Report to Menphilia. It ends where it begins, my friend. I realize I have been the cause of tremendous consternation, and for that I deeply apologize. But you were possessed by an Ascian. How could you possibly have predicted that? But you haven't time to waste chatting with me. Menphilia is expecting you. No applause? Okay, Redditor, let's have it. Where men go as one, there is life, and where there is life, there is cause to hope. The light of hope shines brightly within you, Myrokos. I only wish my grandfather were here to see it. What are you up to? I'm suspicious of the Redditor. The Archons have conducted a preliminary investigation into the origin of the roar that rang out during the celebration. Their findings strongly suggest that a new primal has appeared. The roar generated a distinctive wave pattern in the ether, a pattern observed only once before in history, 5 years ago to be precise. I should like to think it were mere coincidence, yet we cannot discount the possibility. Well, I trust I need say no more. At great sacrifice we have delivered Eorzea from the threat posed by the Empire and the Primals, and thereby secured peace. We cannot well allow the realm to be plunged into chaos once more. You have given your all for our cause, risking life and limb, and I know not how many on I know not how many occasions, yet our struggle continues, and we need you now no less than before. Please continue to stand with us, and together we shall safeguard the future of the realm of this very star. And here I get the key to Maggie and a Fantasia. Flying unlocked. You can now fly while mounted in Lenosha, Thanalan, the Black Shroud, Kurthos, Central Highlands, and Mordona. To take flight, simply jump while mounted. Nice! I know you have scarce had the chance to rest, but I'm afraid there is still work to do. The Ultima weapon's destruction, 'twould seem, has served to embolden the beastmen, who now seek to call their gods once more. Of course they do. Even as we speak, the Amalja, the Exile, and the Kobolds are making preparations for their respective summoning rites, and that is but the half of it. Much to our dismay, all the tribes were somehow able to procure vast quantities of crystals. Oh, my turn to say something? Basically, this means the primals will be stronger than they were before. Far, far stronger. Their previous incarnations will seem as pale imitations. The beast tribes, we believe, began hoarding crystals with a vengeance in the wake of the Ultima weapon's maiden appearance. You will remember that as the time it devoured 3 primals in one setting. The Grand Companies are aware of the potential primal outbreak. Alas, due to the losses they incurred, to ensure the success of Operation Archon, they are ill-equipped to take any meaningful measures. Of course they're not. Excuse me. After deliberation, the leaders concluded that they must needs turn to us once more, to thee. The etheric waves that were observed in Mordona do not appear to bear a connection to any beast tribe. Yet much and more still remains beyond our knowing. We must be prepared for all possibilities. I am loath to send you into the midst of danger so soon, but none have proven themselves more capable against the primals than you. Will you undertake this mission, Myrokos? Of course I will. You have my thanks. I truly do not know what we would do without you. Go ahead, Thancred. With circumstances as they were, I haven't had the chance to properly express my gratitude. I owe you my life, Myrokos. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Oh, you're welcome. A string of failures had left me powerless. I wanted to be stronger, that I might do right by my fellow scions. But instead I caused you all no end of grief and suffering. I swear to you it shan't happen again. Owing to everyone's ministrations, I am quite recovered now. I hope to return to my duties again soon. Yay. Thancred's return marks a new beginning in the chapter of the Scions. Let us renew the fire in our hearts and continue to press ever forward. Now then, back to the matter of the primals. With no fewer than 3 of the beings threatening to appear, it is easy to feel overwhelmed. We must take it one sure step at a time. Urianger has the overview of the situation as it stands. Please speak with him to receive guidance on your mission. Okay. The price of principles. Huh. And it's been over 3 hours. I think I'll resume the MSQ in the next stream. What do you say? Because we just finished base ARR and we have the patch content before we get to Heaven's Ward. So, with that, thank you for joining me on this installation as we've wrapped up ARR. If you liked what you saw at any point during this 3-hour segment of gameplay, please like, share, and subscribe on YouTube. If you want to catch this live on Twitch, click the link in the description and give me a follow on Twitch so that you're kept apprised of when I go live again. With that said, I look forward to seeing you anon, friends. Whoops, hit the wrong thing.